everyone, and welcome to RetroCore, where we take a time out from the 2000s and head back to the 80s and 90s. Today we have part 2 of our spooky Halloween movie video and made-for-TV movies. If you've seen these, come reminisce with me. If you haven't, let's check them out. Number 1 is a twofer with Mr. Boogedy from 1986 and the sequel Bride of Boogedy from 1987. These were both Disney Sunday night movies of the week, so they are very comical, lighthearted, and lots of Halloween fun. Mr. Boogedy is about a family who moves into this really old house that happens to be haunted by the ghost of a pilgrim who sold his soul to the devil for a cape with magical powers to win over this woman that he wanted to be his bride. However, things do not go well for Mr. Boogedy, and he ends up doing all kinds of crazy things in this house to this family. The family, however, thinks that it's just the dad because he's a huge prankster, and for a living he does magician stuff and gags, so they just think, oh, it must be him, until Mr. Boogedy shows up in all his green, glowing glory, and they realize, uh-oh, this wasn't Dad, we're being haunted. This movie has a fantastic cast, including Christy Swanson from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, David Faustino, and Benji Gregory, the little kid in Elf. It's definitely one to see for the whole family. It is currently on Disney Plus, along with the sequel, Bride of Boogedy, because he is still looking for a wife in the afterlife. Number 2 just squeaks on the list. It was made in 1979, however, it did play heavily throughout the 80s. We recorded this off of TV, so we missed about the first 5 minutes, and I don't think I've ever actually seen the beginning of this movie, but it's a lot of light-hearted family fun for all ages. It's about a witch who doesn't want to be a witch anymore. She's sick of being ugly. She wants to be a regular woman, wear makeup, and feel pretty. Who can blame her? But she needs to fly past the moon on a Halloween night in order for it to officially begin. So when Dracula hears about this, he enlists the help of all of his monster friends and a couple of really cute little kids who want to go trick-or-treating to try to convince the witch to fly across the moon. You gotta check this one out to see how it ends and to just have a nice family-friendly movie to watch. Number 3 is the peanut butter solution. This one is pretty rare. I don't know how I ever stumbled across this movie, but it was when I was a kid, and it actually scared me. Not in the sense of, oh, monsters are gonna come get me scary, just that unsettled feeling that you get when something is kind of filmed in a dark way. Things don't really make sense, especially in your kid's mind, and you're wondering, is this gonna happen to me? So it's about a kid who goes bald, and there are 2 friendly ghosts in his house, and they come up with a mixture with peanut butter that he's supposed to put on his head to make his hair grow. Well, it works, which is awesome. However, it works a little too well, and his hair will not stop growing. It grows so much that he has to tie it up at night just to go to bed. So this is one that you can check out. It just might leave you feeling that little, I feel weird feeling. This is currently one that you can also search for on YouTube. Finally, my favorite, The Monster Squad. This has become a cult classic. Though I never saw it when I was a kid, my husband introduced it to me. And it is basically a Halloween version of The Goonies, which how can you get any better than that? It is full of comedy, action, really fun. The cast of kids in this movie are so good. They deliver their lines so well. And there are so many funny, quotable lines in this movie. The plot is that Dracula has come back to Earth to retrieve an amulet. The amulet opens up a portal between the monster world and the human world, and they've come to take over. However, we have the kids from the Monster Squad who have their own little club where they talk about monsters, and they have a little cute clubhouse, and they give the monsters a run for their money. This is one that don't even rent it, just go out and buy it. Get the DVD because you are going to want to watch this every single year. It is that good.